Are your cloth diapers leaking? They shouldn't be. And if they are, then something is definitely going wrong. Cloth diapers are not supposed to leak. So why are your cloth diapers leaking? If that's what you're asking, then this is the video series for you, because I'm going to take you through the 7 ways to prevent cloth diaper leaks. This is the first video and it's all about fit. Hi, my name's April Duffy, and I'm the owner of Cloth Diapers for Beginners, a website, Facebook group, and now a YouTube channel, all dedicated to helping you understand cloth diapers so you can choose and use cloth diapers your own way. In this video, as I mentioned, it's all about troubleshooting leaks by understanding fit, and if you stay till the end of the video, I have a special freebie for you, so keep watching. Fit is the most common cause of leaks, but thankfully it's also the easiest to fix. There are only 3 things to remember to get that fit. The first thing that you need to remember is to make sure that you have no gaps in the leg elastics. So right where the elastics meet the leg, you want to make sure that it's tight in the bikini line. If you have any gaps, you're going to have leaks, and this is the #1 area to get leaks. So when you put on the diaper, you want to just kind of give it a squeeze, tuck it in there, make sure that it's nice and flush against that bikini line crease. To get those diaper elastics nice and snug all around that bikini line, you can adjust the waist, pull it a little bit closer, adjust the rise, maybe it needs to be a little bit higher so that you can pull the waist in a little bit closer, especially if your baby is small. If you're, adjusting hair and it's not working, you can also just take those wings inside and pull them up. It might look a little funny, but no one cares. We're just worried about leaks here. You want it to be nice and snug in that bikini line. Now, elastics are made to stretch. We're moms, I get it. Are they too tight? Am I hurting my baby? No, it's okay. Elastics are made to stretch, and you'd have to pull it so hard to get it so tight that it's actually doing something wrong. That said, if you do have a nice firm elastic in that bikini line where you should, sometimes, not always, but sometimes you can get kind of like red or pink wrinkles in the skin where the diaper was touching the body. Don't worry about these. They're called sock marks. They're called sock marks because when you wear like a tube sock and it's firm against your skin and you're wearing a boot or something, at the end of the day, you take those socks off and you have like the fiber marks of the sock. Same thing, sock marks, totally fine. Disclaimer. If you're getting some red or pink marks that are inflamed or really red and look like they might almost be bleeding, or if there's any white in the creases of the legs, that's something else, and you definitely want to go see your pediatrician. Okay, so now we made sure that those elastics are in the leg creases, and now we're going to worry about the top of the diaper. You want to make sure that the diaper is nice and firm against the tummy. You should still be able to fit some fingers in there, but it's not so loose that when, baby's running around and crawling or walking, that it's not gonna kind of slip down. You wanna make sure it's nice and firm against the top, but still enough room to put in a few fingers, especially in the tummy area. You do also wanna make sure that the diaper is high enough. You wanna make sure it sits about where the belly button is or a little bit lower. You wanna make sure it's nice and high, and it covers that butt completely. No plumber's bum. If you have adjusted every which way 40 times and you're still not getting that fit, there are 3 things that could be kind of throwing a monkey wrench in your effort. #1 is overstuffing. So especially with pocket diapers, where in between here, there's only so much room. If you put too many inserts in, that it kind of puffs up, no matter how much you push, you're not gonna get that leg elastic in around the leg because there's just too much going on inside, and you'd have to pull too much, and it's just not good. Make sure that you don't have so much inside the diaper for absorbency that you're kind of pushing out the elastics so you can't get them nice and snug. The #2 thing I want to caution you about is elastics. This is especially true if you're buying used diapers, or if you have diapers that you've used for a few babies and you've been storing in between. You want to check the elastics so that they're working properly, so they can actually get into that bikini line. So you want to make sure that when you pull them, they're not crunching. You want to feel them and make sure they're not rolled onto each other. They should be nice and flat in there. And you also want to make sure that they're springy enough. Spring. Is it just me, or is that word sound a little naughty? Okay, it's just me. of sproing when you're pulling and testing it out. So make sure that the elastins are in good working order, because if they're not, you just won't get that fit and it won't go in that leg crease, and if you have a gap, you have a leak, unfortunately. The last thing I want to caution you about is just making sure when you're putting on the diaper, you get all those inserts and the lining of your pocket diapers and everything right inside that waterproof cover, because if there's anything sticking out, that's where you're going to get the leak, because that absorbent material is just kind of letting everything come out. You want to make sure that you're using the waterproof part of your diaper and sticking everything absorbent inside of it. So that's it. That's how you get the fit and prevent leaks. That's going to be the #1 thing you want to look for if you are getting leaks. Just make sure that everything's fitting well, everything's where it needs to be, and that's going to prevent about 90% of your leaks. So you made it. We're at the end of the video, and that means I have a special freebie for you. If you go to clothdiapersforbeginners.com/leaks, then you'll find a freebie checklist there. That checklist lists out all the different types of leaks that you might be having. So leaks at the top of the diaper, leaks at night, leaks in the seams of your diaper, and so on. And it lists for each one of those the most likely cause, as well as all the other possible causes in order. As I mentioned, there's about 7 causes of leaks, which is why there's 7 videos in this series. So hopefully you'll be able to watch the series, kind of file all those back in, all those fixes in the back of your mind, and then when a leak happens, you can just pull out that checklist and kind of zero in where you need to get that leak fixed as quick as possible. And speaking of the series, let's get back to it. Next up, we're going to talk about changing frequency. And I know nobody wants to hear me tell them that they're not changing their baby frequently enough, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of a judgy person, so don't worry about it. And speaking of non-judgy videos about cloth diapering, if you would like more of them, please, please, please hit the subscribe and get notifications. That would be amazing. I am just trying out this YouTube thing to see if it works, so if you're digging it, then please let me know and I will keep doing it, because I want to help you cloth diaper your baby without any problems, because it shouldn't be that difficult. Alright, that's it for this video. Let's go on to the next one about frequency, and I'll see you there. Bye.